Welcome to Gamerati News Update. Let's take a look at what's happening in the gaming industry this week, from more free games to download to conventions going full online. It's the Gamerati News Updates for the 16th week of 2020. Prepare for a story-driven campaign within the Sentinel Comics universe as you join forces with an ever-growing team of heroes to face a wide variety of villains. What seems like a typical bank heist reveals itself to be just the tip of a much more sinister plan. That's Sentinels of Freedom, the new game from Underbite Games. Create your hero, lead your team, and save the world in this exciting new turn-based strategy video game. In Sentinels of Freedom, you choose your character's backstory, personality, power source, archetype, and costume. Heroes have stances that provide boosts to certain stats like extra movement along with powerful sets of abilities and can be fully customized to fit your playstyle. Sentinels of Freedom will feature Episode 1 Cold War Part 1 as a self-contained story on release with many levels, new heroes and villains along with hero upgrades. It releases on Steam on the 16th and the Switch version will hit next month and Xbox and PS4 versions in the summer. Part 2 of Cold War will release shortly after in 2020. Visit sentinelsoffreedomgame.com to learn more about this amazing game. The original characters of Love Letter face the brave new world of online dating in Love Letter Sender, a free print and play card game. Courtship isn't as easy as sending a simple missive anymore. Unique obstacles stand between you and happily ever after. Fish guys, misleading group photos, duplicitous catfishes, and a host of other eccentric characters crowd the dating pool. Can you persevere through the perils of online dating to find your perfect match? Mashing together the original medieval cast of princesses, knights, and royal court members with modern online dating and mobile phone culture, the cards include references to #NoFilter and group selfies accompanied by new artwork from illustrator Andrew Bosley. Love Letter Sender is a fully playable version of the game available to download for free as a print and play game. The game is based on last year's update to Love Letter, which introduced two new characters, the Spy and the Chancellor, and increased the maximum player count to 6. The cards, rules, and player reference cards for Love Letter Sender can be downloaded from Z-Man Games website. It's not clear how long the print and play game will remain available, so don't waste time. Download the game now. Are you ready for this? My Little Scythe has an expansion. Called Pie in the Sky, designed by Robbie Cho with daughter Vienna Cho and art by Kitty Cow, Pie in the Sky begins on the eve of the 3000th Harvest Tournament, where stories are retold of Pome's ancient animals venturing into distant lands to establish their own kingdoms. To accomplish this, Pome's founders worked together to build the legendary airship Kai, imbuing it with the best knowledge from all 9 animal species. Sharing the ship's powers and speed, each kingdom established its foundations, but one year the airship and its fox and owl passengers journeyed into the far frontiers and were never seen or heard from again. Until now. Pie in the Sky adds an airship, special abilities, 2 new kingdoms, and more to My Little Scythe. You can pre-order from Stonemeier Games on 29th of April 2020. Release date MSRP will be unveiled later. Tabletop Simulator is currently half price on digital PC store Steam. Tabletop Simulator is a digital board game sandbox allowing users to spawn all manner of components, cards, pawns, dice, and more, into a virtual table. Players can then drag these pieces around, shuffle decks of cards, and roll dice, letting you enjoy a variety of board games together in the shared space, or even play Dungeons & Dragons online by creating figurines, terrains, and other more advanced setups. While Tabletop Simulator comes with a selection of generic pieces that players can use, the PC app hits its stride in the vast amount of DLC and mods available, which recreate thousands of different board games with often mind-blowing amounts of detail and even custom coding that automates some of the game setup and rules. While Tabletop Simulator is normally £14.99, it's currently 50% off on Steam, down to $7.49. The app's 4-pack bundle, ideal if you're looking to move your whole board game group online, is also half price, down from £44.99 to $22.49 for 4 copies of the game. GAMA, the Game Manufacturers Association, has postponed Origins Game Fair, originally scheduled from 17 to 21 of June to 7 to 11 of October in Columbus, Ohio, due to the coronavirus pandemic, and scheduled an online event on the original dates. The live event will be the 46th annual Origins, now probably the second or third largest tabletop game event in the US. The new dates overlap with New York Comic Con, a conflict for some exhibitors, but convention centers are booked years in advance, so there were likely not a lot of options this fall at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. The organization announced that it will hold an online game convention, Origins Online 2020, on the original dates. Plans include an exhibit hall where attendees can demo and buy games and merchandise, streaming workshops, and educational seminars with guest authors, artists, and game designers, and hundreds of games online in which attendees can participate. GAMA Executive Director John Stacy said that, quote, "We are all in this together. The postponement of the in-person event and introduction of Origins Online is an opportunity for the hobby games industry and broader game community to get excited together and come back stronger on the other side of this pandemic." That's it from Gamerati News Update. You can check out the news as they happen in 1-minute compact versions from Monday to Friday, always released at 8 a.m. Pacific on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr/Gamerati. If you want more news, check out Routinely Itemized, the weekly RPG news summary from Geek Native. There is a link for it down below in the video description, as there are links to all the news I talked about in this episode. I'm Marcelo, and I am the Gamerati. See you next week.